Hello everybody, I'm JackieKCooper, and on today's video I want to talk to you about the Oscars, which were held a couple of weeks ago, and my reaction. We're going to talk about the top 6 categories. We're not going to go through every Oscar that was presented, and then also I'm going to tell you who my current favorites are who might be qualified in those categories. But I want to tell you, ever since I can remember, the Academy Awards has been a fantastic night in my house. I mean, we used to watch it as a family, when I was growing up. I watched it in college, got with a group at law school. It has always been big. And then I got married, and bless her heart, my wife decided that on Oscar night, we have steak, baked potato, vegetables, strawberry, ice cream for dessert. I mean, it is a big night. Get out the fine china, the whole thing, and absorb the television, production. So that makes it even more special. But the shows used to be more special. Now we have the food, but we don't have the very special show. But I'm still there for it. I can't turn my head away. I have to watch it. No matter what kind of car wreck it is, I'm there glued to the screen. Now, this year I made, like I said, 6 predictions, for picture, director, actor, actress, supporting actor, those 6 categories. And I got 5 out of 6. That wasn't too hard to do this year. I mean, there was a lot of, information before that these are the favorites. But take the best supporting actor. I knew that Mahershala Ali was going to win for Green Book. It was just a foregone conclusion. He had won all the other awards running up to it. And he is so good in that movie as Don Shirley. But, could he have gotten that award if he hadn't had Viggo Mortensen's performance to support? Because, the two of them were so dynamic in the film. So I was happy that Mahershala Ali won, but if I'd had my way, if I had been presenting the awards, I would have given it to Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born. It fascinated me because when I was watching the movie A Star Is Born, I kept thinking, Bradley Cooper sounds like Sam Elliott, because Sam Elliott has this gruff voice and it's very distinctive. And I thought, that is so strange. He sounds like him. And then I read that Bradley Cooper went to a vocal coach and trained to sound like Sam Elliott, who plays his older brother in the film. So that's just a little nugget I'll toss out there to you, because it really did make me impressed with Bradley Cooper and also with Sam Elliott. In today's world, when I'm thinking about supporting actors, my thoughts always go to J.K. Simmons. He won the supporting actor Oscar a few years ago for a film called Whiplash, and he was so dynamic in that. And I had seen him in the TV series Oz, where he played an entirely different role. He sometimes is the lead actor, sometimes the supporting actor, but mostly he's the supporting actor. But he is just an actor to watch. A lot of people don't even know him by name. They just know the face. And, he does commercials on television and they see him there. When it came to supporting actress, Regina King, everybody said she's going to win for If Beale Street Could Talk. I was all right with that. I was fine. She was good in it, but I thought she had a very abbreviated role. But people have won for much shorter, length of times in a film, and she did everything she could in the short time that was allotted to her. And she's, there was nobody else. Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz were both nominated for the favorite. I thought they were the stars of that movie. I don't know how they determine best supporting actors. Maybe they think, oh, my chances are better if I'm in this category than the other. But, I thought they were actresses who had the leading roles. Silly me. But in my favorite currently, I always look for any movie that has Margo Martindale in a supporting role. She was in a John Krasinski directed film called The Hollers, and she was just fantastic in that. I watched her in the TV series Justified. She was unbelievable in that. Everything she does is good, and she's getting a little bit older. Not as old as me, but she's getting older, but she's getting better, and it seems like she gets better roles the older that she gets. So she's just one of my favorites. Again, if I hear anything that she is in, then my focus is going there. I'm not going to miss it. Margo Martindale. For Best Actress, this was the shocker. This is the one I missed. Who would have thought Glenn Close has been nominated 7 times? That's as many as Susan Lucci for the Emmy, and she lost every year. Everybody said this was Glenn Close's year, that it wasn't even going to be close. Ha ha. She had made a great performance in a film called The Wife. I think she was psyched up to win it. And who did it go to? Olivia Colman for The Favorite. I thought Olivia Colman was a supporting actress in The Favorite, but she wins Best Actress. It wasn't that she wasn't good in it, but this was Glenn Close's year. She was just perfect for the role that she played in The Wife. A lot of it was done with expressions on her face, reactions. It was just a class in classic acting. And then she lost. Ooh, I felt so sorry for her. In today's world, who is my most favorite popular actress, I'd have to say Nicole Kidman. She has shown so much versatility. She's been, making movies for some time now. I think she started in Australia when she was a teenager, but she has a long list of movies. But recently, she was in Moulin Rouge, where she sang and danced and broke your heart. Then she was in Pretty Little Liars. Then she was in Destroyer. She's been in movie after movie after movie, and she shows one range here, one range there, but it goes on and on and on. It is really a great career that she is forging. I think everything she does is good, and she's about due for another Academy Award. That role will come. When we talk about Best Actor, Rami Malek won for Bohemian Rhapsody. I wouldn't have been disappointed if Bradley Cooper had won. I really liked him in A Star is Born, but I was pulling for Rami Malek, so I was happy with it. And he certainly got into the role of Freddie Mercury. Had those teeth in front looking just like Freddie Mercury. I don't know why, but this was crazy. I thought he did his own singing, and then I read, no, his voice was dubbed in. They used another singer as well as some of Freddie Mercury's own vocals, but he just amazed me, taking the stage, just controlling the audience. He was really, really good. Current favorite of mine, this may surprise you, is Mark Wahlberg. I think Mark Wahlberg can do drama, he can do comedy, he can do action, he can do it all. And I think one of these days the right role is going to come along, and he's just going to nail it to rights, and he's going to get an Academy Award for it. And I'll be there cheering him on, because he is a good, versatile actor. Now, as far as directors, Alfonso Cuaron was awarded Best Director for Roma. I didn't like that movie, and therefore I didn't like the direction. I just wasn't happy with that. I predicted it, but I wasn't happy with it. I wanted Spike Lee to win. I thought BlacKkKlansman was the most unique movie in certain ways of the year. I know Spike gets on a lot of people's nerves, but he is a talented director, and BlacKkKlansman interwove drama and comedy in and out and hit it on both points. And that's very hard to do. So I would have preferred Spike Lee, but everybody said Cuaron was going to win, and he did. Of the current crop of directors, I've got my eye on John Krasinski, because he directed a film, The Hollers, with Margo Martindale, which I mentioned, and he also directed A Quiet Place, which was one of my favorite movies of last year. And he's getting ready to direct A Quiet Place 2. And I think he really shows talent behind the camera. He's a good actor. I think he wrote the screenplay, helped write the screenplay for A Quiet Place. He's multi-talented. plays Jack Ryan in the series on Amazon. But, you know, he is getting into directing film, and he is great. Last thing, the Academy Award went to Green Book as the Best Picture. I picked that, but my favorite movie of the year was Bohemian Rhapsody. I really, really enjoyed that movie. So, you know, they gave it to Green Book. I like that movie, but I would have preferred Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, and currently, you know, one of my favorite movies that is out there is Run the Race. The Tim Tebow produced movie. It's in theaters now, so I urge you to go see that. That's a lot of information for you to absorb, but I hope that you enjoyed hearing about the Oscars and about my personal favorites. This is Jackie K. Cooper.